Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Powell. Let's take a look at taking a derivative of a function via a limit. But this time when we take the limit, we're going to identify places or parts of the limit which are actually derivative limit calculations themselves. All right, let's get started. So let's compute the derivative of 3 times x to the 7th plus 4 times the cosine of x. Okay, so we follow this format where we find the rise over the run, and we plug in x plus h into the function here, and we get 3x plus h to the 7th plus 4 cosine x plus h, and then we subtract off distributing the negative through here, 3x to the 7th minus 4 cosine x. And all that's over h. All right, let's rearrange a little bit. See how we have a cosine and a cosine and something to the 7th and something to the 7th. Let's put those pieces together and then unadd the fractions here with a common denominator. So we have 3 times quantity x plus h raised to the 7th minus 3x to the 7th, and all that's over h. And realize we're taking a limit here as h approaches 0. I'm going to split this across a sum here. So notice how I'm unadding fractions at h, and I then put these together right here. Cosine x plus h minus 4 cosine x. Now I can factor a 3 out of here, and notice what happens when I do that. Factor 3 out, and right here, the limit of this part right here, that looks like a lot like I'm computing the derivative of x to the 7th. So let's just use the rule for x to the 7th right here. That would be 7 times x to the 6th. And remember that 3 we had multiplied? We'll put it right there. Okay, next, let's look at this. Now, what happens if we factor a 4 out? Then we get this, and notice that this right here looks like if I took the limit, so the limit splits across, and it even goes on the other side of this 4 to this part right here. This looks a lot like we're computing the derivative of cosine, so we should get negative sine. So we should end up having negative 4 times sine x. And there's our limit and our derivative. So we've been successful at computing the derivative of f if this to begin with was f of x. Thanks for watching.